So in order to even construct this orthographic projection, we need to know how to construct 3D in the first place. Once we have the 3D here, we will be able to convert this 3D object into 2D drawings, isn't it? So we'll see that also. We'll see only one aspect, and the rest of it we can see in subsequent classes. We will see only isometric projections because one of the easiest and most commonly used projection type. Okay, so we have seen what is orthographic projection, which is nothing but converting the 3D object into 2D drawings. Okay, so first of all we should know how to construct 3D in the first place so that we can convert them into 2D drawings. Okay, so isometric projection is one such method which can be used for constructing a 3-dimensional object. Okay, so it is a method of producing a pictorial view of an object showing all 3 faces of the object simultaneously. What are these all 3 sides? Maybe let's say, for example, if I draw it here, sorry, I'll just erase all this. Okay, I'm saying here it shows all 3 faces. Okay, like we said, it can be the front, top, and the right hand side view. Okay, so or it can be the other way. It can be front, top, left hand side view. Okay, so only like I said, even in orthographic projection we said we need minimum 3 so that we can easily construct 3-dimensional objects. So it is a method, isometric projection is a method of producing pictorial views of an object showing all 3 objects simultaneously. Okay, and the rule is all the angles should be within 120 degree thing. What is that 120 degree? Suppose if let's say if this is a baseline, okay, and we have one face. Okay, let me draw it here. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay, 1 is that height of the object. Okay, this is 2, front side length, 3, left hand side length. Okay, so let's say this is the height. The angle between these lines, okay, this should be 30 degree and this should be 30 degree. Okay, and in are you getting it? What is remaining? What is remaining here?
90 degrees.
120.
90 degree or 120 degree?
So 120, 60 on either
Yes.
side.
Yeah, this is 180 degree. Okay, what are we doing is we are removing 30 degree and 30 degree here. Okay, this is 120 degree. Fine. So the angle between this line and this line should be 30 degree, and this line and this line should be 30 degree. Okay, so in any case, okay, the angle between angle between the 2 face or 3 lines, 3 axis lines will be 120 degree. Okay, just the only condition that we should keep in mind. This is very easy. Maybe in terms of text it may look difficult. What you need to remember is just as simple as I'm going to say now. For example, let's say you just have to draw this basic line, one line, okay, and draw one vertical line. This vertical line is nothing but the height of the object that you are trying to draw. Okay, draw a line which is 30 degree. Draw a line here which is 30 degree. Okay, all other things will be constructed based on what you have already drawn. Okay, I'll explain you in further slides. So the thumb rule is you should have the baseline or ground line. Okay, height of the object marked. Okay, this is the first step. Draw a line which is 30 degree. This should be 30 degree between this and this. Draw another line which is also 30 degree. Okay, between this and this. Okay, and all other things will be constructed based on this basic information. Okay, kindly remember that. I'll show you more examples in coming slides. I think I have explanations also. Isometric sketches begin with defining isometric axis, 3 lines, 1 vertical line and two lines drawn at 30 degree horizontal lines. Okay, so this is that vertical line. Okay, first step, you draw this straight line. You can call it as baseline or ground line, reference line. Okay, this is where the object is resting. Okay, so you can say it as baseline, or it can be ground line, or you can say it as reference line. First is that. Then you draw the vertical line. This is 90 degree line. Okay, this is second step. Once you have drawn this is in, for example, let's say you have a cuboid. Okay, what you will draw? You will draw the height, total height. Okay, this is this particular height. 2. Third step, number 3, what you will do? You will draw a line which is 30 degree from here. Another line, 4, which is 30 degree from here. Okay, fine. So once you have done that basic things, like for example, let's say you have drawn a vertical line, you have drawn you have drawn an horizontal line at an angle of 30 degree, and another horizontal line at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, once you have done that in a, let's say, using construction line, based on the actual size of your house or actual size of the object. Okay, let's say this is 5 meters and this is, let's say, 4 meters, and this, let's say this is again let's say this is 4 meters and this is 3 meters. Okay, what we need to do, we need to translate this into actual drawings. This is 4 meters, so let's say you convert this into 4 meters. You have to extend, and based on your scale of the drawing, maybe it is 4 centimeters or it is 6 centimeters or 4 meters, whatever be the scale in which you are drawing. Convert this again 5 meters, you just have to mark 5 meters, you just have to mark here, in this case let's say 3 meters. Okay?
Sir?
Yeah.
So are you recording this lecture so that we can revise it?
I am. I'm recording it. Are you saying to record it? Hello?
What, sir?
What are you saying?
Sir, I'm saying that if we can have the recorded lecture, we can revise it again.
Yes, sure, yeah. Okay, so once 3 lines, okay, these 3 lines are isometric lines representing 3 primary dimensions on object: width, height and depth. Okay, that's what is mentioned here. Okay, so once you have done that, draw the front face of the isometric block and then complete it. So to begin again, let's say first have that baseline drawn. Okay, draw this vertical line. If you know if you have the object in your hand, measure it and correctly draw 5 centimeters. Let's say you mark it, let's say using construction lines. Construction line. I think construction line, you know what is it, and you can use H pencils to begin with. Okay, so using H pencil, using construction line, what you do, draw this baseline or ground line. This is horizontal line. Okay, draw a vertical line and draw draw an object. Sorry, draw the vertical line little over and above this. Let's say if this 5 centimeter is the height of the object, draw for 5, 6, 7 centimeters. Normally, if you must have seen, the construction lines will extend the object line. Okay, so suppose if I have to complete this, what we'll do is we'll just darken this part. Okay, and we will say that all other construction lines will be there as it is. For example, let's say this is an extended part. This is an extended part. All these are extended part. Let it be there. Don't erase it. That's why I said we don't need eraser for this course. Eraser should be avoided. Okay, fine. Let's begin again. Draw this ground line. Draw the vertical line. Okay, draw an horizontal line at 30 degree. Draw another horizontal line again 30 degree. Okay, so once you have done that, let's say height is marked. Again, let's say we have only this face, okay, which is 4. We need another parallel face. What do? We just have to draw 30 degree line again, 30 degree line this way. Okay, let's say if this the object ends here, connected. We have already drawn a line which is in 30 degree. We need a parallel line. Okay, we need to draw another just 30 degree parallel lines here, connected. So suppose if you have to connect this further, what do? This line is parallel to this line, isn't it? So just have to draw what you have drawn, this line. You have drawn here, the same you have drawn here, now you have drawn here, now you are going to draw here. Okay, so we have to finish this object. How do we do that? We have already drawn one line here which is in this direction, 30 degree line. We have drawn another line which is 30 degree in this direction, the same parallel line here. Okay, 30 degree. So that's how we complete isometric drawings. Okay, so this is the simplest way of constructing a 3D 3D drawing, and which is actually of actual measurement. Okay, so for example, let's say if you have 4 meters height, 5 meters depth, okay, 3.5 meters depth, all that can be exactly mapped and put here. Okay, and of course you can do complex detailing once you have constructed a basic output. Okay, yeah, I think with that I will just go to one. Is this clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so as easy as that. So let me demonstrate one one using slightly in a complex sorry. Is the contrast fine for you? You are able to see the drawings, or we need to change it? Is this contrast fine for you, or shall I change the background to white?
It's fine, sir. It's fine.
It's fine. I'll just show you because okay, if it is fine, I'll just move ahead. If it is not, you let me know. Okay. So, for example, let's say if I change it to white, probably if that looks fine for you, you just let me know. It will be in this background and we'll be drawing like this. Is this fine, or we go with this black background? Which is more clearer for you, you let me know, I'll do that.
Black or white?
This is fine.
Black is fine? Alright. Okay, I'll just go ahead with black. Okay, so what I said, please follow these steps carefully. Okay, and maybe you can write it down somewhere, or you take notes, whatever you do, just see what can be done. Okay, what is the first step I said? The first step I said is draw a line. Okay, this we will call it as ground line or horizon reference line, whatever. This is a ground line, you can say ground line or reference line. Okay, first step. Second step, I said you draw a vertical line. Okay, this vertical line should be the size of the let's say, okay, let me quickly do one indicative object, and then okay, can I sketch here? No. Okay, fine. Let me go ahead like this only. Let's say I'll draw an vertical line. Okay, let's say this is my okay, fine. I'm just drawing a bigger baseline because my drawing is huge. I'm just drawing a 10 feet line. Okay, this is 10 feet line. You can see that this is a 10 feet line I have drawn vertically. Okay, I said this is this first line, first is this, second is draw vertical line. Third, I said draw an horizontal line at a 30-degree angle, right? Excel angle, draw an angle. This is kind of a construction line. Okay, you just have to infinitely draw line at a 30-degree angle. Okay, we don't need this. So from here you draw an infinite line using construction line. Okay, so what I yeah, kindly remember, so far all these things are done using construction line only. Okay, so keep that in mind. Fine, I do the same thing. I'll do a 30-degree line this way as well, and I draw an infinite line which is 30-degree from the vertical line. Okay, how do I know that this is 30-degree line? You can see the angle between these two lines is 30-degree, and the angle between these two lines is 30-degree. This is the tricks. Okay, if you can able to do this, rest of the drawings are all just what do you say, formalities. Okay, so just make sure that you don't make any errors in doing this. Okay, let me again explain it to you in a clear way. Draw an horizontal line, draw an vertical line. In my case, I am just drawing a 10 feet height vertical line. I am drawing an line, 30-degree line from this particular point. Okay, infinite line. Okay. Similarly, I am drawing a 30-degree line on this side, an infinite line on both the sides. Okay, at 30-degree angle. This is the important thing. Okay, so once we have done this base, now the other thing is just filling up things. Okay, so now let us say we have to complete this cube. What we need to do? First, we should know what is the length. Okay, let us say we have this here. For example, let us say we have this 10 feet. Okay, and we assume that this side is 20 feet and this side is 40 feet. That's how the object is. What we need is we need a 30 feet distance length. We should know what is the length. At the moment, the length of this is 24 feet. Okay, so let us assume we need only 20 feet. What we need to do? Of course, we need in scale. You just have to measure it. You draw this infinite line and just measure it 20 and then close it. Okay, so in my case, since I have only 20 feet, I'll just close it at 20 feet. Okay, so what I have done is I've just marked 20 feet length. Sorry, this is not correct. 20 feet. Okay. Similarly, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark this side. Let's say only 15 feet. Okay, just in this line, you measure 15 feet and then mark it here. Okay, this is 15. 15 feet length here in this case. What I'm going to do is I'll just mark it just for your reference. This is 20 feet and this is 15 feet. Okay, just measure it and mark it. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now we already know the height. Height is 10 feet. I'm just keeping it as it is. Now I have to draw a line which is parallel to this line. Okay, all the other lines are just parallel. Once you have drawn this, what we need to do is draw a parallel line on top of this 30-degree line again. Okay, and if I have to connect this, okay, we already know 20 feet we have marked. Just extend this. Okay, we have marked 20 feet face. Okay, one face is drawn. Okay, so the second face we have already drawn here. Draw the height. Okay, and we have to draw a parallel line. What we do, we just copy this, or we just have to draw a line at this level. Okay, and we need to connect this face now. Here, what we need is only parallel line. This is parallel. This line is parallel to this line. This line will be parallel to this line. Okay, we need to draw 30-degree line from this particular point. Okay, so once we have got this 1, 2, 3 parallel lines, we have 1, 2, third parallel line is we need here. We just need to do parallel line drawings from this point to from here. Okay, more or less you see the 3D starts appearing. Okay, if I do okay, I'll just draw. Now I darken it. Okay, showing this is my object. Okay, all other lines, even this line you can draw. All other lines has to be in hidden lines. Okay, I'm just putting it here. This is okay. Okay, whatever you see through the 3D should be hidden line, otherwise it can be continuous construction line thickness. Okay, I hope you have understood. This is construction line thickness, this is actual object thickness, and this is how you see the objects inside. Okay, so this is how you construct 3D. Once you have done this 3D, converting this into, okay, let me make this slightly complex so that we can understand. Okay, let us add an object here, or let us extend this. Okay, I'm just extending this face. Okay, and I'm drawing vertical line. See, I have not used any measurement. Okay, you can based on your measurement you can do it. Okay, this I have extended here. This is parallel line. We need a vertical line here. Okay, and now I'm going to dark it. Actually, I should stop here, so I'm just stopping here. Okay, all other things should be in hidden lines. Fine. Okay, now let us say let's say you have understood how to construct 3D, and what we saw was how do we convert this 3D into 2D. I was explaining we have to make projections. How projection also works, the same isometric drawings can be used for projections as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some construction lines, okay, extending from this object. Okay, so I have drawn one line from here, one line from here. Okay, let us assume that I am going to make a drawing here. I want to project that drawing here. Okay, this is the baseline I have drawn here. I have to bring the height. How do we mark height? Again, we need one projection line from this point. Projection line from this point. Okay, so we need height also. We are marking height from this particular base. Okay, we are marking height from this particular base. Very confusing. Yes. Am I making it easier or complicating it? Somebody has turned on the mic. Yes? Is it easier? Are you following?
Sir,
Yes.
so we will have to draw this on the sheet or the software.
No, on the sheet. That's why it is complex to draw on here in the computers. It is easy for you to draw in the papers because your set square is already in 30 degree. Okay, you don't have to change anything. You just have to draw parallel lines. It will be easier for you than what I am trying to do here.
Okay, sir. So only like the main thing is the first three steps, the 30 degrees and the 120 between the corners.
Yes. Once you have done that, you can project it and make orthographic drawings like this, of this shape. Okay. Let's say if I do the same thing here, what I need a baseline here, reference line here. I need a reference line here. Okay. Let me draw. Let me draw this face from here. Okay, I am drawing a vertical line here, vertical line here. We need to have projection line from this point. We have done projection line from this point. We have done here, but we don't know what is the height. Height again, we can bring it here. Okay. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay. The second one again, I think the height is same, so it will be only extended line. What we need to do, we just need to darken it once you're done with this. In this case, see, I have highlighted this. This I am leaving it like this because this object is in front, so I am making it slightly dark, and this object is in the rear. Okay, I am just leaving it slightly light. Is this clear for everyone? Or should we do? We'll do one thing. We'll do one very quick thing. Let us quickly start. Okay, ground line, draw a vertical line, draw an horizontal line at 30 degree, draw horizontal line at 30 degree on both the sides. Okay, measure it and mark it, the length, the side, the width on the side, height is already marked. Now what we need to do is we need to only connect these things, connect these points. Okay, so once we have to, how do we connect this? Like I said, this is parallel to this, right? This is one face, isn't it? So we just need a parallel line here, connect with this. This face, if you have to complete this, we need parallel line here. Draw a parallel line on this surface. Okay, now we have got two sides. We just need to complete this. How do we complete this? This line will be parallel to line that will come here, isn't it? So draw parallel line from this particular point. Okay, this line will be parallel to this line. Okay, draw a parallel line connecting these 2 points. Your isometric drawings are ready, as easy as that. Okay, so in order to further simplify what is it? orthographic projection, I'm going to do one simple labeling exercise so that everybody is on the cards. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. Okay, in order to have some detailing, what I'm going to do is I'm just see all after that is all parallel lines only. You just have to draw a parallel line. Okay, this line is all this way is called one of the easiest way to construct isometric drawings. This space will be parallel. Okay, and we can eliminate this. Okay, so let's say this is what we have in 3D. Okay, let me remove this also. Okay, this is how we have, and we want to draw isometric. We have to draw the orthographic drawings for this. Okay, in order to complete this drawing, we need these hidden lines. Okay, that's why we should not use erasers. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just reconstructing all this and putting it in hidden lines. Please don't erase any lines. All these lines are useful and required for construction. Okay, so once this is done, let's say I can do little more complex things. Maybe just let me know if you have understood this. If this is understandable.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. I'll just draw. Now I'll darken this part because this is what our actual 3D is all about. Okay. Yeah, this also. Yeah, this is how it is. These are all construction line to complete it. Okay, so let us assume that I hope this is easier. I don't think it is complicated. You just try once, it will be easy. Once you, I'll tell you, it is easier to do in manual drawings than in computers. This demonstration. Maybe for complex things, computers are easy, but here I would say that this is slightly difficult. I'm just drawing all this also, just in case. That's why I always say don't erase any edges, let it be there. You draw using your construction lines. Okay, all the drawings are all the edges all needed. Without that you will not be able to draw anything. Okay, so I'm just keeping it close. This is 4 and I think 1 is fine. 2, this is 2. Now I think we may have to change this now. this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, okay, and this can be 5 dash because it will not be visible, and this is going to be 7. Okay, so let's see how do we construct orthographic drawings for this. What we need, I said, we need extended construction lines. Okay, so I have drawn extended lines here from this edge, from this edge. Okay, and I'm going to draw, please make sure don't draw any random line like this. Okay, don't draw a horizontal line. Sir, I have drawn horizontal line, can I project it here? No, this is wrong. Okay, the line has to be in 30 to 60 degree only. Okay, so draw a parallel line. Okay, let's say for example this one, I'll just bring here, I'm drawing a parallel line. This line is parallel to this line. Okay, draw a parallel line. I have drawn a parallel line here. Okay, now let me bring it closer so that we can. Okay, I've drawn a, okay, maybe not.
Sure.
Yes.
So we are drawing an orthographic projection from an isometric projection.
Yes.
Also, so the numbering you did 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 and 5 dash are, since they're the same points,
Yes.
parallel, that's why the 5,
Yeah.
5 dash.
Yes, because we will not be able to draw this 5 dash again. It will not be visible in our drawing. For
And
example,
we have to do the numbering for the, like, is it compulsory to do the numbering?
no, not necessary, but I think if you are not able to understand, do the numbering. Once you do the numbering, you will not make mistakes. Okay, so those who are having difficulty in understanding, my suggestion is you can do numbering. It will be easy for you. Okay, so I'm just drawing this parallel line here. Okay, we need height. I'm just drawing a vertical line in this corner. I'm drawing a vertical line in this corner. We don't know what is the height. Where do we get height from? We have to get it from here. This is the height, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just drawing a parallel line from this point and then marking it here. This is the height. So what we need is only parallel line from here again. Okay, just parallel line from here. So now, okay, see, for making your understand, I'm erasing all these lines, okay, because it will be confusing for you. But in your case, when you draw it, please do not erase these lines. Let it be there as it is, so that you can understand how to draw. Okay, so what have we drawn? Okay, we have got the space now. What is it? This is 1. We have got 1 here. This is 2. We have got 2 here. Okay, 3 we have not done. What we have got is 7. That height and this side is same, right? This side 6. We have got 6. Okay, now we have something here that has to be projected and drawn here. How do we draw? For example, let us say we don't have any reference line now. How do we construct? We have to do, for example, let's say you have to further draw this, project this line. Okay, this is a construction line. Okay, you bring it down, and now we need to draw a parallel line here. Okay, just draw parallel line from this particular point. Okay, so now we have got this reference. Okay, this is going to be a vertical line. This is going to be a vertical line Yes, but we need this 3 height information is needed. How do we get 3? Again, use parallel line, draw a parallel line from point 3. Okay, so in this particular line we have got 3. Same parallel line we can use, we can bring one reference line at this point of, okay, 4. So 4 we have brought down and marked it here, which is here, and now we have already got it, we have projected, this is 4, okay, and we have 3, we have used parallel lines, we have just drawn 3 here, okay. Now we just need to connect this, fine. So is there anything that is left? No, I think we are already done. So if I have to darken it, which area I will darken it? I'll just darken this part because this is visible from the front, and this is also visible, but this is slightly back. So what I'll do is I'll just leave it slightly lesser thicker than this. Okay, so maybe I'll just something like this. Okay, so this is in the front and this is slightly in the back. Okay, so when you do line weights, please don't make such a thick line weight. I'm just, for explanation purpose, I'm doing it. This can be like this, no? Slight thickness should be there from your construction line. Okay, so that's how you project and construct the orthographic drawings. Okay, I am done. If you have any questions, you can ask me.